Alright, everybody. I took a shower. You're gonna have to deal with wet hair for a bit. So I don't know why, but you guys like it when I play Ark. Despite the fact that I play Ark differently. Which people call boring. I'm gonna do a free run. Do. The sound of gunfire can attract Ark to your location. Hello, no fire. Ping tracked items to let your squad know what you're looking for. I'm not sure that's how it works, but okay. Oh, we actually got here on time. Wait, wasn't... Oh, I'm doing night raid, not cold snap.
Have your eyes adjusted to the dark yet, Raider?
No.
Loot is ripe for the picking while most of Toledo is asleep, though my suppliers say that Ark is twice as vigilant after sunset.
So, I heard people use shaders and shit, to be able to just see in the dark perfectly. Hello, very fast player. Breach and search. Yeah. No fire. Wait. Everyone would know you're bi because every single conversation you have is you running in and being like, hey everybody, let's talk about me. How do I loot here? Is there anything to loot here? I think I'm gonna get shot at this point. Is that a rat? There's a rat. Ready redder. Canister. Wait. I was thinking the wrong thing. Oh boy. Oh, people are dying. I'm gonna ignore that. My goal here is to just get something and then, well, not be here anymore. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to achieve that though. Durable cloth. Considering how many people are dying, I mean. Ooh, antiseptic. Ooh, antiseptic. Ooh, a syringe. Ooh, medium gun parts. Did it see me? There's no way, right? Shit. Well, so much for my stealth operation. Where was that body? I don't even know. Bro, this game is so loud sometimes. It's like hard to hear things properly, I swear to God. Why is there a love hotel emoji? That's a good question. Oh my god. What do I have? I don't really have anything, and if I want to kill people... Well, let me rephrase that. If I don't want to have to kill people to get out, I'm gonna have to do it, like, right now. You know, I don't know this map. Well, I can hear people now. Oh, there we go. Elevator.
Head home at the south elevator.
Oh, that is loud and slow. I got medium gun parts. I need those. If you hear explosions at the end of gunfire, you know someone's just killing Ark. These people, they're not killing Ark, chat. And that makes me afraid. Because I don't want to have to fight other players. Because fighting other people, chat, that means I'll have to fight them. Actually, you want to know what's funny? Is, my mouse still sucks. Do I go to that guy? Or not? The guy bailing out. He's probably just gonna shoot me, isn't he? That's why you gotta be a bit careful. Hello, guy. Do you want to extract and not shoot each other?
Stand by.
Are we shooting each other? I could forgive one gunshot. There's another guy shooting us. Can you extract? Because I can. He'll shoot me. Thank you. See, chat, it's all about the diplomacy. Yeah, I can talk to them. What do you think I was doing, chat? What does that disenchant into? I think it's good enough. What is my inventory? Pretty empty. My inventory is pretty empty. There's 20 things that I could have instead. I can forgive one. Well, I didn't want the guy to think that because he missed the shot against me, I'd hold it against him. I was like, yeah, buddy, look, it's just one gunshot. We all shoot each other with one gunshot, don't we? Like, you know, shit happens.
clinic's always open. This girl at a cantina asked me if I could dance the robot, and I can't figure out if I should be offended or not.
Okay, you know what I need to do? I need to get the very comfy pillows. And to do that, we need to do Blue Gate Village, I'm thinking. Jed, how do you like that I diffused the situation and evacuated despite never drawing my weapon and being shot at? How does that make you feel? I need to get the very comfy pillow. And what's the other thing? Apricots? But mostly the comfy pillows. Okay. I just need to go to village and not get shot. Go to the Red Lakes on Dam. Let's see if I find apricots. Oh, I need marshmallows too, but for now, I think it's all moot unless I find pillows. Because pillows are going to be the difficult one. Because when you go to village, you don't know if you're going to find, like, aggro players or people just looking for pillows. You know what I mean? It's like, there's a lot of people, like, in the commercial zones know that people in commercial zones are just looking for the, well, rooster stuff, right? Lemons are down here in the lemon garden. That's very good to find them. Of course. Well, time for Operation Help That Dude Out. I need to make sure that guy's friendly. Hello, guy over here. Are you also interested in looting and not shooting each other? No problem. is! I found it, chat. The very comfortable pillow. This is no ordinary pillow. This is a very comfy pillow. And a toaster. Oh, right. Yeah, let's put that right there. See, chat, what you gotta do is you gotta make friends with people. Is that the basic? Yeah, that's the basic stuff. Not really a point to that, is... Are they both just basic stuff? Yeah. Well, that's disappointing. Who would set a zip line up? Wait a minute. Go to the apartment complex to find household items. Well, it's just residential. Both areas are residential. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. I don't think he looted here. Wait, I could use a bit more ammo. How good is the kettle when upgraded? Ruined parachute. Nah, it's just fabric. One of these items that I never think I need, I actually do need. Is he also just looking for very comfy pillows? Damn. He could be. I don't want to mess with that thing. It's a waste of my time. They're just too tanky. I'd use all my ammo on it. It would just be no good. Was this one I was in earlier? No. Another toaster. I was in here earlier, I just didn't see that part. Why would the robot give up chasing a human anyway? They're like, kill all humans, find all humans. Then they lose track of one for like 5 seconds. They're like, damn, never mind. Guess we're letting this one go. Why are some of these houses just so bizarrely empty? Am I? Yeah, I'm just looking for pillows. I'm just looking for very comfy pillows. I'm not messing with Ark, okay? Leave that to the Ark Raiders. I'm more like an Ark lover. Ah, damn, that's why there's nothing here. This area was looted. Didn't miss me. It shot exactly where it needed to. I just happen to be really good at dodging. Good at getting out of the way. You understand what I'm trying to say here, Chad? I'm an Ark hobo. No, I'm a serious man. Chad, I am a serious man. Damn, this area was looted too? So there's just nothing left? Nobody left very comfy pillows for very comfy me? Ark vagrant? Now I like to call myself an Ark looter. Never mind. That guy's the one that you can't really dodge. Well, I could kill that guy pretty easy. I could try to get a ride with that one. See, chat? Shit. We should escape. Even if I die, I win, chat, because I have my pillow. I just dig around in the trash all day? No, I look for pillows. Not loot maxing? I don't care about loot. All I want is damn pillows, man. It's one pillow. We're up one pillow. Just two more. Actually, I should not do that. Let's shove ammo in just in case. Yeah. Raccoon behavior? Chad, you guys are mad because I get loot and you don't. It's never about loot maxing, chat. It's about pillow maxing. Comfy pillow maxing. And look at that tool. That's one hell of a tool right there. You like that? Oh, that's exactly what I wanted. The motion sensor ain't bad, dude. Make some launcher ammo. Why isn't Newfire playing with me? Because he doesn't know how to be squirrely enough, chat. I'm so fucking squirrely. Okay. Oh, fuck. I was not one of the first spawns. Whatever. A lemon. What are you? Another lemon. Damn. Just like my chatters, all I get is lemons. Is this stuff gonna be all looted? Damn it. Did I just leave then? I can't imagine they left anything in the village unlooted. Because everyone's gonna come through here. And... yeah. I like how they announce their presence, like, alert, Ark has detected you. You should run away now, son. And you're like, oh no, it's Ark. I should run away now. And they're like, yeah, you fucking better, bitch. Something tells me that this area was also looted, despite the indoor bot. Oh, wait, one cabinet? Nothing. No, you gotta go to the lemon farm, buddy. You gotta go to the garden, and you gotta kick trees and get your lemons. Speaker component. Nothing good then. Why are all dystopian AI futures with loud flamboyant robots, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, you should hear footsteps and shit, and you shouldn't think to yourself, oh no, an enemy. You should think, wait, could that be a robot? Rusted bolts. There's a guy over there. Everything's gonna be loaded. Shit. Well, if I'm gonna die, let's take that. You're like 4 anvils. I'm trash rich but weapon poor. That's not even true because I have everything I'd ever need in life. You're like, oh, I got anvils. Okay. Okay. How about you get a clue? Why is my screen like shaking? That's weird. It's like shaking, but like really subtly. Yoink, yoink, yoink. I don't really need those. I don't think there's any point, frankly, to, what the hell? I couldn't walk forwards. I don't think there's any point to looking around anymore. I think that guy was likely coming from up here, and if he was coming from up here, that means he's looted everything. Well, to be fair, why did it spawn me in so late? Maybe I'll find a very comfy pillow in this box. I don't need a cat bed anymore. Well, if I can find a cat bed in here, surely I can find a pillow, right? That makes sense to me. Metal and plastic is fine. Come on! Aw. What do I do with the candle holder? Okay, let's go up there and hitch a ride with that extraction. Hello.
All passes safe for transport, Raider.
I'm gonna stand in front of him so it doesn't get all suspicious. Why? Candle holders are projects? I believe it. Candle holders do seem like project stuff.
There you go. Thanks, Raider.
The fuck?
Perfect.
Dude, why? What the fuck? What is wrong with you?
Excellent.
All right, I guess we just get back in there. Yeah, look at that. This is, in fact, that one game. Fuck.
Rocketeer.
What? I had to highlight that just so I could double check. What the shit? Magnet. How do those work? Hello. Yeah, Rocketeer's being a bit of a dick. Actually, no, I think I'd rather have the magnets if I died. Why do you keep going to Buried City? I'm not. This is Blue Mountain. Bro, what the shit? Yeah, Rocketeer's, being a bit of a pain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, look at all these lemons I got, very fast player. Dude, not know how to get those. Everyone knows shopkeepers love to just keep loose wires around on their shelves. That's what the world was like before it fell, Chad. Let me tell you, as someone who lived back before the end times, that's what the world was like. You'd go into a shop, you'd be like, shopkeeper, what do you got for me today? And he'd say, ow. just mean.
You're not trash shooting. Who's the fuck is it in Bubba? Sorry, hold on, let me get you, I got you.
Thank you.
Do you need white heels?
Say it again?
Do you need white heels?
I'm just looking for pillow.
I mean, do you need
Say it again?
No, I do the band. Alright, it's okay, I got you. Bro, there's a... Okay, no, wait, I have a shooting hard, too. Some guy just randomly DM'd me. I was like checking a key door to see what key it was.
Could be, there's a guy up on the mountain right now just running up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Someone just took a zip line over there, but he was up there. I don't know if you can see my ping or not.
I cannot.
I can do it like this.
Looks like someone's been up there.
Did you see that one?
I cannot.
Oh, it says Raider voice heard. Okay, I can't actually ping it. I see.
I mean, I know someone,
Yeah, you're looking directly there, but...
yeah, he just ran up the mountain.
I don't know where I'm supposed to use this cellar key.
Oh, cellar key. Wait, give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'm also looking at YouTube.
Yeah, I could... Cellar... I think... That's the one... Oh, okay. So, yeah, go look to... You see Olive Grove? Go south below Olive Grove, and I think that's at that house. Like, it's like below the road, and there should be a house. Yeah,
Okay.
it's left of that house, all the way down there. So,
Okay.
yeah, it's a bit.
Probably go track and go another way.
Yeah, it
Alright, you might not be taking that way. I don't know.
if I was you, I'd just extract and try again, because getting across the whole ass map 6 minutes late's a bit rough. See ya. Thank you. Appreciate your time. Your game could be like this too. Chat, it's just about being polite, okay? Be kind. Rewind. Chat, he accidentally shot me, so he made sure to heal me. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? No, it's not about, like, if I defend myself, that's one thing, right? But I have nothing worth defending anyway. I mean, I'd just get magnets out. Like, who gives a shit? Oh, it's not so much pacifist lobbies. Blue. It's all looted again. Okay. Shit. There's not enough loot in the damn village. Like... Yeah, that's the problem. There's not enough loot in the village. Like, everyone comes through here. It only takes 2 or 3 people. Whole damn village gets ripped out. The high loot areas, like, you need like 7 people going through there to get everything they want, right? This area, like 2 people. 2 people can rip the whole ass village out. Is there a high loot residential area maybe I could suicide run for? I don't think so. Shoot. I can't steal a ride from someone right now. Oh, we'll just wait for it the old-fashioned way. No, we won't. It's not online. Dang.
Let's head home at the forced air shaft.
European lobbies explains why they can't have guns. Right? American lobbies like, alright boys, we all got guns. Now we can work together. European lobbies like, I've never held a gun before in my life. I'm going to shoot it at you. They probably have not held guns often. or many times at all, really. In fact, not for at least 15 years. Little smoke grenade. Hey, medium shield. Aw, and I'm gonna die with it. Well, to be fair. Ooh, lemon. Lemon. Oh, they're just standing right there.
Proceed to Speranza.
Yeah, we're all getting out. Whee! Does Stellamontes have residential? I don't think it does. It has to be residential to find the damn pillow. That's the issue, is I need to find the pillow. It's gotta be the pillow. You know what? I'm pretty happy in that lobby. Oh, I bet you it's using the feedback to determine whether or not you like the lobbies. That would make sense to me. And if you don't like the PvE lobbies, or no, I bet you it's if you get in a PvP lobby and you downvote it every time. Yeah. Damn. Okay, well, let's just escape.
Head home at the forced air shaft.
It's pointless. Wait. I'll live. I'll live. I'll live. At least I can get something and make it worth it. Hello, Ivo. 4 levels lower than me, 7 times the money. Because I lose all my money, Tornado. Every time I go trios or whatever, like I have to rebuild my gears 7 times because I die 7 times. See, the key to getting a good experience, chat, is to know when you're okay losing gear. If you're ever okay losing gear, then just shove shit in your pocket and you're good to go. Tornado, are you gonna kick Mio's ass, by the way? Cause like... some of the shit he's saying is like really dumb and makes me very worried. Other players will help get lower. About what? Just generally, like all his suggestions are... How do I phrase this properly? I feel like half the fucking shit I'm reading is basically, I don't like the game, here's how I can make it feel more like EU4. And I'm sitting here like, boy, as someone who does like the game, that doesn't sound good to me. Hello.
Request received. Engaging magnetic backup protocol. Stand clear.
Yeah, check this out.
Yeah, the problem is he makes the mod and he keeps saying, like, really weird shit. The combat is the one thing I have. Like, I unfucking ironically have a, like, line in the sand on combat. If the combat gets screwed up with, like, let's remove drilling, or let's remove the wrong flank penalty, or any of that shit, it's just like, I feel like that's legitimately a deal breaker. Like, yeah. Stand right here. Stand right here means you see me. I don't know how that could have been misinterpreted. He like got paranoid that I was not being threatening. Well, look, if I have loot... If I have loot that I give a shit about, then I'll care, right? But, like, when I'm just coming in for comfy pillows over and over, which I can't seem to do, it doesn't really... Like, honestly, it's like, it literally doesn't matter if I die. I'll be like, ah, damn, I died. And then, like, you know, you move on. Like, oh, well.
Closing rails, reruns, go forklifts, spin the chargers.
Okay. Annex Southeast Dam. Okay. I mean, I'm trying to get this damn comfy pillow. It doesn't matter if I can get the mushrooms and stuff if I can't get the comfy pillows. I'm at 1. Drought hunger? What's hunger? To be honest, I just enjoy that this game finally started separating the queues. I don't mind PvP. I'm not saying like, damn, I hate killing each other, but the way I think about it is like, if I just want to play a shooter, an open world shooter, like there's lots of ways to do that. Particularly because people have found that the only real way to get loot is to do keys on night missions and shit. So then like once you're fully geared, that's all you just snipe people all day. It's like, okay, volcanic rock can be thrown. Okay. No offense to a lot of these people, Tornado, but like I feel like if you actually just play the land warfare and watch what people are doing, you'll learn very quickly. You'll learn very quickly. Let me put it that way. I was spending a lot of time watching what Sven is doing and picked up some tricks when Netherlands was at war and I was at peace for a while. I was just watching how Sven was playing out the battles and I was like, taking little notes like, ah, I see. An extraction looter that's medieval melee focused? Blech. Real secret is avoiding war at all costs. My nation has been a population and army machine for 2 sessions now. I've ceased to generate enough money to actually build up the new tier buildings. And all I do is ask the people who actually did build up while maintaining an unreasonably large army and enough cities and granaries to build more people for war. Ow, fuck. There's gonna be much better games soon. The problem with extraction looters is everyone keeps thinking like the next best thing's on the horizon. And frankly, I don't mind an extraction looter that's just being like, everyone's reasonably tanky. You can't down easily. Not too complicated. The early game weapons are really good. Like, why? There's no downside. I don't think Dark and Darker was anything except Range and Ranger. The only thing that kept people from admitting that was all the shitty players who kept whining about Barbarian Rage. But frankly, I feel like the way Dark and Darker was described to me was entirely correct, in that it was basically the developers constantly retuning numbers back and forth over and over again so that nobody would notice that the actual gameplay sucked ass. Like, what if we make this number higher, this number lower, this number higher, this number lower? And it's like, okay, but wait a minute. Is it really actually fun? You log on to test the new changes over and over, and then, wait a minute. The melee sucks. Blocks are unintuitive as fuck and barely work. The PvE was good, I'll grant you that. Except then they didn't want to make PvE an actual thing. So, what the fuck? They had fun bosses and shit, but then they were like, no, it's a PvP game. Like, what? It's not a PvP game. Dark and Darker was a PvE game where people could grief you. It wasn't a scam. It was just that the developers had made a game with a base gameplay pattern that didn't have a lot of purpose, let's say. And they like, let's put it this way, there wasn't a whole lot they could do to make barbarians more interesting, because fundamentally the melee and the gameplay pattern literally had no interesting gameplay, let's say. There's obviously people who can say that, oh, but it's about spacing and dodging and moving in and out. Right, but what if someone is slightly faster than you from wearing better equipment and holds W while spamming left click? How do you outplay that? Well, I guess you could play a really long-range weapon in zone, but wait, if they're faster than you, then they're better at zoning. So... Hello. I don't think it needs to be PvE to make extraction looters work. I think that it needs to not be PvP focused. And I think also the difference between a high geared character and a low geared character needs to be as close as you can reasonably get while still making people feel good for getting loot. So long as people feel good for getting loot, then you're fine. People say all the time, like, what's the point of loot in this game? Reasonably, to get heavy armor and a LMG. It's actually kind of amusing to me, because heavy armor and LMG is like 90% of the best. It's 90% of the reason that good loot does well. It's like an end game goal. I don't know, get loot. You get loot, chat. That loot for loot's sake. You loot and then you loot. Don't you know about loot? Bro, I am trying to find these damn pillows. I found one earlier and I'm feeling like maybe I got lucky. Maybe there's a better area for pillows. Tornado's a damn southeast. Well, I think the bosses in Dark and Darker were better than the bosses in other games. That's partially why people even enjoyed the game. The people I know that put the most time into the game were actually the PvEers who did all the quests. Whoa.
Yeah, fuck you, you fucking retard. Fuck that. Finishes that, bro. This guy is a dick. I say don't bro runs up just fucking mow me fucking down like a dumbass.
You know, I just don't think I know enough about this situation to make a call. All I know is I want to extract.
For travel, Raider.
Their gank failed completely. Worst gank of all time. They're like, haha, we've defeated you. I'm like, I'm gone. They're like, what? You didn't stay in? Like, no. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, bye. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. Shotgun Mag 2. That one is good, but I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about that one either. Silencer 2, we don't give a shit about that. Okay. Apricot, lemon. We have enough lemons. Let's get our seeds back. We don't care about that. 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 We only care about you. I need damn pillows. Did he kill the other guy? Was he bait? I don't know. I looked at the situation. I was like, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna just leave. And they're like, no. I'm like, bye. Commercial. Medical commercial. Okay, so I think residential. The only areas I know of that are residential are Buried City with the apartments. That's fairly ingenious provided the scheme played out, but they sucked. They didn't suck. They didn't expect me to just literally not give a shit and walk away. Why do we need an elaborate setup when he's outnumbered 2-1? Tornado, they're like, we're gonna create a murder mystery, and after he comes in to deduce it, we're gonna execute him. So wait, is he just leaving for the murder mystery? Knives Out, except everybody just walks away. Actually, I watched Knives Out. I actually legitimately liked it. It's over the top and stupid, but I liked it. Oh. Is that dough in here, by the way? Not a donut. The bagel. There's a place that does buy one get one free bagels. So I get bagels from them. They're also legitimately the best bagels probably in town. There's like super pretentious bagel areas. There's one area that's like bagels with salmon. Someone donated once. I was like, bagels with salmon sounds stupid. And he gave me 30 bucks to buy this super expensive salmon bagel. So I ordered it. And I think, this tastes like shit. I think if you have fish, you have to have you need a glazing on fish. Just fish? Just fish? Why the fuck would why would putting salmon on a bagel be good? That's not good. That's terrible. But that's what they did. It wasn't like flavored or anything. It was just salmon on a bagel. I mean, they put like meat on it. I think it was like salmon, ham, bagel. They put like a brown sugar glaze on it. There we go. But just salmon? Well, it was the super high, well, I shouldn't say high tier, let's say upper mid-tier restaurant. El Toro! I thought this was, Italy. Why is there a shotgun in the closet? Gravlax, which is a cured salmon, is really good. Now, of course, we'd expect Silent to know about fish. Yoink. Silent is trying to fight the Spanish Navy as doomed as I think. Personally, thank you, Rock Paladin. Personally, I don't even see the point of playing out next session. Yeah. I kinda got my fill from this session on warfare, so to speak. His top chatter shit is broken. What the fuck? I went to number 1 for $3. Well, no one else was given $3. Have we thought about that? I think, like, I'm contemplating doing one last country review video just because I did 3. I should finish it up. But frankly, I don't really think there's much more to talk about in this campaign. No one can deal with France Aquitaine. No one can deal with the Spanish Navy. It just feels like it's concluded. We could victory lap, but yeah. Bohemia and Hungary should never ally. Thanks for watching. Yeah. France and Spain allying, Bohemia and Hungary allying is, I think, the most boring shit I think that anyone could have done. Like, okay. It's just, I don't know. Like, when I stream the game, it's getting more and more views each weekend. Bohemia's not that strong anymore. It's because of... I don't want to be mean, but you all know what I was about to say. The player is not the greatest. Absolutely horribly mismanaged, Silent. Literally the singular reason. Like, in all honesty, when it took Bohemia 20 years to fight that war and only eventually win it because he stab hit me out because Mio for some reason had changed the war goal, I, don't really know why he did that, but okay. Tornado, I think in the bluntest way possible, I feel like you and Foffy constantly shitting on the game, calling Johan retarded, and saying that you can single-handedly save the game from multiplayer is not having the effect you think it is. That's no straw man. That I think would be an accurate summary of how you guys have talked about it. No, it's not even that's the sad part, is I think that's actually an accurate description of how you guys have talked about it. And as someone who people come and talk to in my stream about the campaign, because I invited a lot of people to the campaign, I don't think that's having the positive effect you think it is. Yeah. Dude, I can't find this pillow. Is there a better place to find the pillow, Chad? I found one. The problem is I show up late. I don't show up like, I get like 2 buildings. I get like 2 buildings. Everyone else searches a building. And then what? I don't know. This is gonna take forever. I'm gonna be running this for like 4 hours. Or maybe I run it once and I just immediately find it. I don't know. No, you're good. Very fast player. I need to just find my pillow. Hello. Ow. What the fuck? "55% on recent Steam reviews tells me the story. It's because they broke single player utterly and completely. There's literally no point playing single player. I think that I don't know the right way to put it. I think they made the single player so ludicrously easy that I'm not really sure what the fuck the point of it was. I'm not sure another way to put it. Like, you can't... I don't know. I mentioned it to Johan a lot, but like, you can't just make the game that fucking easy. It's like...
Lost registers are now daily, so please stop leaving tools in random houses.
What do I do with a bicycle pump? What is a bicycle pump good for? Metal parts and canisters. Like, I don't think it has anything to do with, oh, the game is fundamentally broken or anything like that. I think, simply put, there's no urge to, there's no urge to go play single player because you've won. Like, you already win. It's kind of a lesson in why you have to look beyond what you're just doing at face value, because even if you're doing something that in essence improves the game and makes it better, you can be shitting on the game and making it worse. So fixing levies did make the game better, but then immediately ran into the problem that, okay, levies are fixed. Now what? Does the AI know how to play the game without levies? Well, no. So, now what? So, they nerfed levies. They nerfed levies, they make it so the AI doesn't get infinite levies, and now there's just literally no point to playing single player. In particular, they made it so the AI doesn't overbuild its manpower either, which was truly a bizarre change, because I don't know who wanted that. I don't even think there was anybody who wanted that. What do I do with oil? Oh god. The US is invading me. What are we doing over here? I guess we should do in-round crafting. You can wall leap further when you're downed, you crawl faster. Vaulting is no longer slowed when exhausted. Dodge roll builds a stand to sprint. After sprint dodge roll, sprinting does not consume time. Sure, why not? Back for another pillow. Well, at least I got shit in my inventory. But I'm never gonna find the damn pillow. Sometimes I was trying to do Sentinel cores. Couldn't find that shit either. Well, that's convenient. But yeah, my takeaway is I think EU5 was a good game, but the AI pretty hard crutched on levies, and it hard crutched on infinite levies. And while fixing that, because it was clearly bugged, was a good idea, I feel like they rushed to fix it without a backup plan for how does it maintain any difficulty. And now because you win the game on just getting professional armies and building 30 cavalry, the entire mid to late game is pointless. Like, there's no need to build up your country. There's no need to do anything in single player. You can play on very hard and give the AI 20 discipline. It doesn't matter. All very hard does is solely stall the win condition a little bit. Not even a noticeable amount, just like a little bit. And what's funny is I'd actually been testing... Will I need a skillet? Frying pan? I'd actually been testing on my own. I'd been testing how to make the AI build bigger armies and testing how to make the AI play a bit more aggressively. And I had kind of like... I'm not trying to take a lot of credit, but like I was sharing my findings with the developers, and I was like, okay, so if you do this, this, and this, you can get the AI to build bigger armies. And the way I looked at it and figured is EU5 is just gonna be such a difficult and complicated game that the normal difficulty is just always gonna be super easy, because if it's not super easy, then you're gonna crush the player base a bit too hard, right? And so I thought, okay, we can at the very least make it to the AI on very hard. Poses a real threat to the player, right? And the changes they did not improve the AI, but actually made it weaker. And then they did some, let's say, short-sighted changes after that, where they realized levies were now utterly fucking abysmal, and they started to add levy replenishment to a bunch of things. And that doesn't really help, because if my levies are being obliterated, I don't want more people dying. That's not the solution. If I could build better levies, if I could build complexes to outfit more levies, to gear levies, to train levies, if they made it a monetary decision to arm your levies, that would have been one thing. But just adding levy replenishment rate all over did not, in fact, fix the issue. And so they ended up with single player. Like, they ended up with a single player game that was so ridiculously easy that it's not even worth playing. If you compare it to even Total Warhammer, even Total Warhammer maintains more difficulty for longer than EU5. In that, I don't think in EU5 there's literally ever a threat of you legitimately losing. That's the boring part. You can argue you could take aggressive or silly wars, but I don't feel like I should be incentivized to basically play really shitty so that the game can challenge me. I have the same complaint about Total Warhammer, but Total Warhammer has been balanced and designed better around the whole power fantasy argument. Total Warhammer is so much you can do after 10 years of content that frankly, even if it's easy as shit, you can still every so often log in and play some stuff, but in EU5 you can't do that. It's too easy. Okay, can you guys be real right now? Warhammer campaigns last 30 turns max, but 30 turns can still be 5-6 hours. Easily. Yeah. 6, 7, 8 hours, maybe. I'm not saying you're gonna get a 30-hour Giga campaign out of Total Warhammer, but at the very least, you won't enter the game already knowing that this is pointless and you've won. EU5 right now, it's literally pointless and I've won. That's my complaint. Even if it's a slow, consistent grind towards victory, review roleplay? I mean, roleplay what? If you can move quickly, I could try to get you to extract.
Well, I'll just tell you, you can just take whatever ammo.
Huh. Alright. I can't even hear him, dude. Honest to God, I can't hear him. I think I would have cared. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. Hey, it's a toaster that very fast wanted. Nah. Do chill duo lobbies exist? I played with Newfire a bit. I was able to talk myself out of most situations, but I think it was sort of an armed piece type situation. Oh. So long as we had the military advantage, I'm gonna call it. people were pretty content to let us let them live. Dude, I try to talk to people in trios. I'd be like, hey, fellas, we're obviously very geared. You're geared. Like, let's back out of this situation as friends and both get to extract. And they'd think about it. And you could kind of feel them discussing it for a bit. And they'd start running in, chucking grenades at you. And you'd just be like, are you fucking serious? I mean, I told you about the guy with his Tempest. He literally sprinted down an alley at us with his Tempest and lost it because I just shot him. Do you think Arc Raiders is the makings of becoming a staple for extraction shooters in the years, or will it fall off in a year or two? Well, I think that's a bit of a weird question to answer, because I think that obviously it will not do well if they don't add any content. But I think if the developers take the right lessons, and they decide to add more PvE content, either through enemies or gameplay, something, right? Then they'll do well. If they don't, and they decide that all they need to add is more guns, more this, more that, then I think people will get bored, obviously. Arc thermal lining, is that? Yeah, that's just fabric. You don't need fabric. One of these days I'm gonna need fabric and I'm gonna feel bad. But it is not this day. There's a launch site map. The what? Fried motherboard. Oh, isn't that? Yeah, it's electrical components. But what do you need electrical components for, chat? I have so many and I just don't know what to do with them. The spaceport map? What's a spaceport map? Canister, plastic parts. Oh my fucking god, what, you want me to look at Arc Raiders spaceport map? Oh, you're talking about that. I thought you guys were talking about like some road map or something they had. But I don't give a shit. Garlic press. Doesn't that just... I'll keep those around. I don't know. Maybe I'll need them. You're looking for Exodus loot? Let me go get water. What is that? What was I gonna say? I don't think survival elements would be very fun. I guess you're just going back for the pillow, chat. But, yeah, no, I think that... I think EU5 just has some problems. I think that the developers also seriously did not pay attention to country balance. And whether or not you want to believe it, country balance is going to matter. You can't just ignore country balance in the country warfare game. People say, but it should be a simulation. All the things should be simulated properly, but that's not how reality works. Because the simulation, as they would want to call it, breaks down if certain things are very abusable, when in reality they weren't. Things like Bohemia generates a lot of gold. So what, Bohemia gets to conquer Europe because they generated gold? Not only that, if you actually look at the... If you actually look at the reality of the situation... I think the problem with Spanish Galleons, Tornado, is no one plays to age 4. All these balance issues have been ominously looming on the horizon. I'm almost 100% entirely confident that if you go search my comment history in the Discord, you will literally see me saying, hey guys, I think age 4 is gonna crash. Now, there was actually more issues in age 4 than I thought there was, which is what's funny to me. I suppose I should have expected that Winged Azars having so much morale damage would cause cascading effects, but I didn't realize that somehow Winged Azars were gonna perform better than 20% cav power, which doesn't even make sense to me. Like, I swear to God, I just don't understand the combat math sometimes. H4 Spanish Galleons aren't really that unbalanced. H3 ones are really unbalanced. Well, wait, aren't we in H4, Silent? You're telling me the Spanish fleet is unbeatable in H4, but then saying H4 isn't that bad? I mean, I don't mind countries having really strong bonuses, but, like, let's just say, I think a certain Spanish player has managed to bait people into thinking Spain is anything except potentially the single most broken country in the game. Ow. Oh, this sucks. Okay. I don't think we're getting that loot. That weapon kind of sucks ass at breaking hornets. If you want to know the real reason, although I probably shouldn't say it out loud, it's because the Spanish disasters were originally designed to be far, far, far more devastating. And when they rebalanced the country, they kind of just went, eh. Because it wasn't really that fun. But originally, Spain was supposed to be sitting in some... I don't know the history of Spain. Basically, Castile had some 1300s shit they were going through that basically just dragged the country down for 50 years. And so Spain's supposed to be like a bloomer. That France is supposed to get shit on by the 100 Years' War. England is supposed to get shit on by the 100 Years' War. Castile is supposed to get shit on by their disasters. Aragon and Portugal aren't really that strong. It's like that whole region is supposed to be locked down for like 50 years. And they're just kind of not right now. People keep making fun of the disasters, but almost all the disasters were deliberately designed to be annoying as shit. Not like literally annoying as in, grr, I don't want to play this game anymore, but like to slow down countries that aren't supposed to be turning on that early. And one of them gets to turn on that early right now. Although it was France in particular. France was supposed to have the contested succession modifier as well, and that got removed because the contested succession modifier, that was supposed to be a modifier and a huge ass debuff they get. They're supposed to get slaughtered in phase 1, then absolutely debuffed to hell after that. And then they were supposed to slowly bring it back, but obviously that doesn't happen. Bacon and eggs straight out of the pan, cause fuck it. In the same pan or 2 pans? Are we doing a 2-pan situation or a 1-pan? Are we doing 2-pan? Plus, the other problem the developers are having is I legitimately think the game was better balanced a month before launch. Outside of some particular issues, I think that a lot of people got hold of the game, and a lot of people did not give good opinions on the game. And then right after launch, a lot more people gave really bad opinions on the game. I can hear the Rocketeer. He's somewhere out there. He's like right under this hill. Oh, there he is. That's pretty standard, no? Not really. I would actually say it's probably more typical that a game is imbalanced as shit right before launch. Really depends on what the devs are going for, right? How does a game go from very positive to mixed reviews on Steam? Because Again, they made the game very, 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 very easy after launch. And all these people eventually learned the game, realized how to play it, and then they realized there's no actual game. Why learn trading? Why learn how to import goods and do all that if you're gonna make like 20 more income a month? Like, and I think that's kind of one of the problems is the risk reward, not risk reward, but let's say the actual benefits to learning some of this shit is like 0. You could learn trade, you could learn how to increase demand and all that. You could do that, but why?
Yeah, friendly.
Hello. Bro did not even shoot me. I like walked in the room, but he could have heard me the whole time. Okay. Come on, pillow. Dude, just have not found the pillow, you bitch. God damn it. I just want a pillow. I think that's the biggest issue, is that the AI won't do any of this stuff, and only you as a player will. But even if you as a player learn how to do it, the actual rewards for it are like 0. You can play a Merchant Republic and get reduced trade maintenance and do the trading and learn how to do all that. But A, why would you give a shit? Because you already beat the AI the second you get like an income of even 80. But then number 2, it's like really difficult and tedious to set up some of these trade networks, and the actual benefit is nothing. If you could set it up very easily, I would do it, or if it was very beneficial, I would do it, but it's hard to do and maintain and has almost no reward for doing it. And I'm just talking trade. There's some other things too, like trying to set up an extreme maybe try to set up an extreme network for cloth and define cloth to force export to destroy some markets to make money, yada yada. That stuff's not very beneficial either. Let's trade bit better in EU4. No, it's just simpler. Trade in EU4, you have to remember the entirety of EU4 was designed with a different goal in mind. The goal being, get all this shit out of the way so you can go conquer people. And I think Johan and the developers fought back on people who wanted that stuff to be more complicated because they just wanted the game at the time and thought that the game at the time was best played with all that shit just not being complicated so you could just go conquer some people. People asked for more complicated developing. People asked for more complicated trade, and the developers are like, well, you're not going to do that shit if you're at war. And if you're always at war, then, like, what's the point? And that's not recent, by the way. I remember reading those forum posts, like, 8 years ago now. I think it's good. I'm training crows to collect pennies IRL. Why? Yoink, 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 yoink. Well, at least I'll be able to build medium shields for inevitably when we go to play in trios again. I lose my loot 90 times. Well, shit. No pillow again. What about the trash pillow? Very comfy trash pillow. Come on. Someone throw out a very comfy pillow. You never know, Chad. Could be right here. What? Nofire, which blueprint do I have that you want? Name it. Name the blueprint, Nofire. Because Newfire gets bored of playing solos. Then he wants to duo, and then he wants to shoot. And then he makes me get in aggro servers. Although to be fair, when I played with Luke, we had pretty good stuff. No, 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 damn it! Nefar, you're such a fair weather fan. You're gonna be like, I only like shooting people, and then I'm like, I like playing for the loot, and you're like, oh, me too. Yeah, I'm just trying to find the goddamn pillows just so I can get my rooster to be upgraded. That's all I want in life. Just going freeload and surrender 4 to 5 times till it resets to PvE. I have heard of that, yeah. I like to be somewhere where it's not totally PvE. Like, I like it when people shoot you a little bit.
Your entry path is now.
There's one problem. I think it babies the PvE a little bit too much. Because, I mean, you can see the groups I'm playing right now, literally no one takes a shot at me. The first singular game, someone took a shot at me, and I basically just said, whoa, man, that's mean. And then he didn't shoot me. I feel like his brain got broken for a second. Like, he shot at me, missed, and I was just like, I'll forgive you. And he was just like, you'll... What? What? And I was like, let's be friends. And he's just sitting there like, what? I hope they had a PvE mode so I can farm kids to PvP with. I think that's what a lot of people do, to be fair. Didn't I get a blueprint? Oh no, I learned it, right. Am I still stuck on one pillow? Dude, there's no way. If everybody always pieces out, wouldn't everyone max out on gear and game dies? No, because when you go to PvP, you lose like 5-6 hours of grinding in like 1 hour. All right, hold on. Yeah, if you PvP, you lose shit very quickly.
You know, I have been meaning to hang a best clinic in Toledo sign in here. Might have to make my own. Come on in.
That should be good. I guess I could build it a silencer. Shotgun choke, silencer 1. All I really want to be able to do is kill the tanky dudes without having issues. Because the tanky flyers kind of fuck you up. Big clanker am I trying to kill? The little tanky, what's that, the Hornet? That little fucker. Because that guy is just tanky. It's not like, oh my god, I can't kill it. It's more like, it just takes forever and wastes all your ammo. So it's easy to just run away from him. So I figured I'd just upgrade my Pharaoh so I can quick kill it. And then I won't have to worry. That's weird. Oh my god. You don't like the Pharaoh? Why? The Pharaoh is like your ultimate in, I just want to be able to kill Ark real quick so I can grab stuff weapon. I mean, am I wrong? It's, you get an anvil? Yeah, but anvils are expensive if you just are farming. Like, I'm not trying to build a PvP. I'm just building to shit run. So that if someone decides to shoot me, I still don't have to give a shit. Like, the entire point is to not give a shit. I start taking in weapons I need to actually give the tiniest bit of shit about, then, well, now I need to give a shit. See the problem? Is that a third one right there? What the hell? Okay. I feel like I might have too much shit now. Well, to be fair, I did come into this map late. Bro, all I want is a goddamn very comfy pillows. I'm just farming up very comfy pillows, man. Motion core is good. I could go with Luke and... well, I could go with Tornado. It depends on if Tornado... New Fire and Tornado. We could try to farm the big bots to, get some of this stuff upgraded. Is Tornado still here? Are you quietly lurking while farming? Uh-oh. Hello, very fast player.
No way.
Is that guy shit-talking the robot? That was nowhere near me. Bullshit.
Thanks for that.
No problem. Damn, I kind of wanted those parts. At some point, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be extracting some. I'll see you.
See ya. Yoink, yoink. It's kind of useful, I suppose. I'll take one of those in case someone dies. Tornado not lurking? Tornado's not lurking. Oh, weapon parts. That's what I was trying to find, was all the weapon parts. Because, like, annoying to grind those. I got one? That's all I got? Well, I probably should just extract.
The overlook air shaft.
Huh. Perfect. Once again, we have nothing. If I spawned too far away from the commercial. Okay, what do I have that I'm just not gonna use? Surely I don't need more than 3 candle holders. These are only good for metal parts, so we can recycle these down. Okay, plastic. I don't really use that. I use that. Sensors. Those are useful in grenades, but I probably have too many. And then that's... I kind of need to keep those, funny enough. Arc coolant. I guess. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with this shit. My inventory is fucked. Yeah, see, chat, the idea was just to be able to kill Ark. Your stash is full. Thanks, video game. An alarm clock. What am I even gonna need to do with an alarm clock? Are you just saving up to expand more stash tabs so you can hoard more trash? I already have the maximum stash, Chad. Although, to be fair, I guess I could start turning some of the stuff into higher tier components. I have Hullcracker. I mean, the dude I killed had it. What the fuck, very fast player? It's just in Europe. You can't just kill people. I don't think I've killed anyone. Not today. Well, to be fair, today I'm spending, how long? 2 hours farming pillows. That's a long time, Chad. It's a long time to be spending farming pillows. So I was watching a video on stuff to talk about while streaming, and I was watching a video about a British guy defending World War II British tanks, which I think is about half of British content at this point. Like, literally half of British content online is just British people defending World War II British tanks. Nothing else, just, guys, that Challenger isn't as bad as you think it is. Truly, it was the T-34 that was bad. I think at this point, the way to do YouTube content insofar as World War II is to literally take any take at all. Literally take a popular take and then say the opposite. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I think some people legitimately think that, like, for example, the T-34 was not a perfect tank is some, like, controversial thing. Laserpig does that, yeah. Which is a bit funny when you think about it, because, like, how many of you actually think that, like, the T-34 had no flaws? That the Tiger had no flaws? That blah, 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 right? Obviously, everybody knows they have flaws. The question isn't, do they have flaws? The question is, do they have more flaws than their neighbors? And when you look at it from that perspective, I think that a lot of these commentary videos start to fall apart. They have super high blueprint drop rate. What does? You know, your message might have gotten cut off. Also, World War II is mostly infantry warfare. Very fast, we're talking about World War II, not the Polish army. The Tiger was like the LeBron James of World War II tank-wise. Yeah. I think the Tiger was a good tank. I just don't think that... I think too many times I get triggered, someone hold me. Bro, it's because Polish people are too easy to annoy. I think that the Tiger, well, the Pershing obviously, but the Pershing was, I mean, obviously the Tiger was developed in what, starting in 42, right? The Pershing was a 45 tank. You can say, well, that's only 3 years later. True, but everybody knew by the end of World War II what good tanks were. Everybody had the understanding at that point because they had just fought a world war. So America entered World War II with an infantry support tank, and it worked out good, and the Sherman worked out fine. And it's really only in modern days that people try to now shit on the Sherman. I think everybody goes through their phase of shitting on the Sherman until you realize what the Sherman was there for. It was there to support infantry, because tanks can't push past infantry. So if one side is a tank that kills infantry and one side is a tank that kills tanks, then obviously the side that has a tank that kills infantry benefits more. I mean, look no further than just one example. You look at Whitman. People say Whitman was so heroic, so defeatful, so ended up losing like 10 Tigers to really do anything. Is it 10 or is it 5? I think it might have been 5. He took out a couple vastly less expensive tanks. And that was it. Who gave a shit? I don't think the British gave a shit. I don't think the Americans gave a shit. I don't think anyone gave a shit. They were like, oh, that's weird. The Germans just pushed with a bunch of Tigers for no reason. Continue to push in their infantry. I think that was the fundamental difference, and that's the big difference people don't really like talking about, is the fact that the idea of tank warfare in World War II has become so popular to talk about in the modern day that a lot of people have just totally lost track of the fact that tank warfare wasn't really that important. Like, it was big, it made great propaganda pieces, it's cool to talk about in the modern day. It also didn't really change anything in the war. Bro, where are these damn pillows? Pillow me, baby. Like, it's funny to talk about how, yes, pillow, baby. It's funny to talk about how people overvalue tank v tank tank v tank warfare so much that you'd forget that the Americans pushed consistently into Germany without any real opposition, even once the Germans shoved in their far superior Uber tanks. And it gets even worse. A lot of these so-called Uber tanks went into the... A lot of these so-called Uber tanks would go into battles and not leave them, and then people would be like, but look, they killed 60 Shermans with 40 Panthers. And you're like, okay. No, look, you can make an argument that maintaining your you can make an argument that maintaining your veteran gun crews, your veteran tank crews is a very good thing to do. And I do think that that's true. You shouldn't just throw away your gun crews to die. On the other hand, that isn't quite the argument people make, because the argument most often is not, we use heavy tanks to make sure that our tank crews aren't dying so we can have veteran super tank crews. That's never the argument. You make that argument, that sounds like a logical argument, right? Like, if you heard that argument, you'd be like, oh, it makes sense, right? Like, make expensive tanks not because they're financially efficient, but rather because then you get to maintain your veteran crews so that your tanks end up doing better. Okay, like, you're like, wow, that makes sense, right? But it's never the argument. The argument is always, but look at the KDA, and then the counter argument is, look at the factory costs, and it's like, okay, but these are both stupid arguments. The argument isn't KDA, the argument isn't, Sharon had 70 to 80% crew survivability. I think the actual, I'd have to look into it, but I think the Sherman, when penetrated, had one of the highest crew survival rates. Let me look this up. World War II tanks, tank crew survival rate when penetrated. Yeah, Sherman basically was the best at it. Which is really funny when you break that down, right? Because I just made this whole ass argument talking about how the German tanks could actually keep your crews alive, but it was actually the American tanks that kept their crews alive. Which really makes you think, doesn't it, chat? The whole thing with World War II is that so much of it is made up bullshit. And once you start realizing, basically, let's look at it from this perspective, right? Once you start with the idea that Germany lost the war and then you start thinking how, a lot of shit starts making sense. But, you say, what about Whitman and his German Tiger Uber tank, the Wunderweapon? Well, why did Whitman lose? Why did he die? Why did Whitman get shelved after his battle? Could the German High Command potentially not have liked that Whitman charged forward his Tiger tanks that they were trying to keep alive and got them wiped out? Hello.
Request stand clear for turbine deceleration.
See,
don't shoot.
see, chat. I knew it was gonna work out. Hello. Magic now betrays me. Doesn't matter, chat. Got my very comfortable pillow out of here. See, you guys think in success. I think in success in how many very comfortable pillows I get out. Let's see, ammunition. Maybe I'm getting too many of those cores. Expired respirator. Well, do give me rubber parts. Explosive compound. It's using wolf packs. That could be useful. Portable TV. Am I gonna need a... Someone showed me a link of portable TVs. Was that... Not portable TVs. What I needed? Was that Tut Tut? Let me look at that. Was that you, Tut Tut? I don't think I'm gonna need the portable TV, am I? At the very least, maybe not two. Two portable TVs. What do I do with all these electrical components? Oh my god, I have so many great mulans for healing. Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna need way more simple weapon parts. I mean, that's just obvious. Wait, what? I have a damaged wasp driver on me, chat. Ooh, right, these can be springs. Ruined riot shield. Ruined accordion. When the fuck am I gonna need an accordion? Am I gonna need an accordion? I don't think I'm gonna need the ruined accordion, chat. Pretty sure I used all the rusted gears too, didn't I? I played a lot of War Thunder and Hell Let Loose. Puma is fun. Hello, Alec. No, I mean that's basically what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's basically the Soviet tanks were good tanks built like shit and with no radio for some reason, but actually not even that good because the teeth. I think there's a very solid argument to be made that it's about efficiency, not stealth. No one gives a shit about stealth. What I'm trying to say is A very solid argument can be made that because crews in the T-34 were so unsurvivable because it was just designed for hyper efficiency and not for survivability. A very solid argument can be made that the T-34 actually did a long-lasting damage to Russia because they couldn't keep any veteran T-34 crews alive, whereas Sherman crews had a pretty high chance to be shot, even penetrated, and get out. And you'd rather have a veteran crew, wouldn't you, than a non-veteran crew? I think that's true for everyone in basically every situation. So the T-34, being such a cheap piece of shit, was not doing them much good because where they made things more expensive, they cut costs on basically anything that led to more crew survivability. People forget that. You'd much rather have a veteran alive crew in a worse tank than a newbie crew in a better tank. And that's just that little bit of information. Come on, pillow. Yeah. Do I really need an angled grip on that gun? Pillow in the fridge. No. The British from a World War II perspective had exactly one thing they did better than everyone else. Their soldiers were like, I think, what was the phrase people use? Their soldiers were unionized. The joke being that the British soldiers got the best treatment of any soldier. They got like time for tea and shit. British soldiers had to have one hot meal a day. I had to watch Laser Pig's video where he tries to defend the British tanks. He makes the best arguments he can. He tries. He really tries. Hello. Well, it's because Britain just had a different mentality, didn't they? Again, I mean, it does go in to crew comfort and all that, right? I mean, I'm kind of making fun of it. I kind of undersell it, but yeah, I mean, like people look at how T-34s underperformed to where they should have been performing based on how much more combat. Basically, if you look at nothing but its stats on paper, right? If you look at its armor thickness, weapon, etc. If you look at its stats on paper, the T-34 should have way outperformed how it did. And then, well, you start looking into it and you think to yourself, well, how good are people going to perform when they don't have a chair in the tank? When they can't stand up? When they have to walk past each other to get out of the tank? When, one crew member being dead means all the others burn alive because they literally can't move his body enough to get past him to escape. Yeah, it's not a great situation, that. So it's funny, the Tiger is renowned for its stats on paper, but actually what the Tiger did wasn't its stats on paper, but rather just being a really advanced tank for making the crews not hate their life. I don't think I've ever seen a pillow. Not angled tiger, dead tiger. Yeah, but it's nothing about that. The Tiger, in a literal sense, just made people not hate their lives to pilot it. People did not hate being in a Tiger. I mean, maybe you could say they hated being in a tank, sure, but the Boombas, the Roomba Boomba. Bro, I need one more pillow. Come on, pillow. Uh-oh. Bro, what? What? I mean, Tiger crews that were put in other tanks preferred far worse. Well, so I've also heard that argument, and I feel like it has one tiny little flaw, one tiny little piece of overlooked information that people don't tend to dwell on, and that is no shit Tiger crews that aren't in a Tiger perform worse. They've been trained for a Tiger. That, I believe, is true, Scragger. The Tiger had to... I think they could go about an hour before they had to start fucking with the engine to get it to continue to work. I also remember reading the very often overlooked yet kind of hilarious information that you didn't need a Firefly to penetrate a Tiger. Actually, pretty much all the British tanks by 44 could penetrate Tigers. All the medium plus ones at any rate. The Tiger's front armor was not like some indomitable element. Did it have a better chance of deflecting? Sure, but the idea that the Tiger could just run through the front line, no. Wait, when it's brought from a stud commander? Yeah. I think most people would have been. The funny joke The funny joke is that you've got the tier list of German tanks due to people now, you know, the whole argument that if they had just made their good tank, they could have won the war. And slowly and surely, it shuffled from Panther being the best to Panzer IV upgunned being the best to now people say, well, they just needed to make Stugs. They just built a billion gajillion Stugs, they would have won. The joke here being that the Stug's front armor was far better than it got credit for, and its gun was perfectly fine. So now the Stug is a top tier German tank, the mobile anti-tank gun, although people say it could load HE rounds, of course. And satisfying. Shooting those things is satisfying. I think that's what this game does best. It makes shooting those little guys satisfying. Well, yeah, and that's what's amusing is now people talk shit on the Tiger, but when you really look at it, the Tiger performed really well. And in fact, if you think to yourself, well, how many Tigers did they really make? That's a good question, chat. Do you know how many they really made? Have I been here yet? I feel like I was already here. I'm already 17 minutes into the match, so... let's just leave. I can't find that pillow. You know, somehow I just doubt that that thing could keep itself airborne at that point. Uh-oh. All right, I need these wreckages because I need the gun parts.
Is there a locked door around here that needs a key?
What?
Have you seen a door around here that needs a key?
The witch?
Yeah, I got a key card for a locked door around here. I'm trying to find it, where it's at.
Oh, you looking for the village one?
Yeah.
It's up. Let me show you. Should be right there. You see that? With like the log thing right there.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Neato. See, chat, if I get betrayed, my only defense is that they'll feel bad about it. Weep, weep. I feel like that thing is definitely heard from too far away. One of these days I'm gonna get a PvP lobby. I'm gonna get shot in the face for nothing. They say the devs converted to aggression-based matchmaking. Yeah, I did read that. That's what I'm saying. They need to double down on the PvE. We need to add harder PvE maps. We need to add more content. We need to add more to do. Where is Tornado anyway? Where'd that guy go? Well, no, because I'm still not done on my fucking pillows, dude. I need my fucking pillows. First they say it's only a rumor, now they confirmed it. Well, yeah, because frankly, I think confirming it was maybe not the best idea. Because now people know you can just let people kill you. And you'll end up getting put in super easy queues. You gotta give me a pillow for 3 toasters. I kind of sold all my toasters, and didn't I sell them right in front of you? That must have been annoying. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You learned :3 from Newfire? Where'd Newfire go? That guy hasn't said anything in a while. Normally he's here like repeating what I say, but slightly reworded to try to agree with me. Honestly, Newfire's a yes man. Quote me.
Hope you're closed for the season, Raider. It's a good day for picking.
Newfire insists that he's still in the closet in real life. I just don't know how that's possible. No, we completely disagree on the game's progression. He's only in the closet IRL because he's unable to attract a boyfriend? No, Scragger. It's worse than that because you have to remember, Newfire's bi. That means he's failed to get a boyfriend and a girlfriend. That makes him twice as failure as anybody else. Come on, pillow. We need a pillow. If I could just get a pillow. No pillow. Newfire, that doesn't count, and you insisted that didn't count. So now you can't try to go back to it to save face. You only started to try to say it counted once we noted that you are still single. And then you were like, wait. And we're like, no. Okay, so you didn't date. So you still haven't gotten a boyfriend. In other words, being bisexual with no boyfriend or girlfriend makes you a double failure. You don't want a boyfriend? Okay, so why don't you have a girlfriend, No Fire? Did I tell you about the crazy trans girl? No, No Fire, you did not. Let's drop that, and then we'll pick up the new one. Perfect. Stream swing some tanks to relationships real fast. It's because making fun of New Fire is like very fun. Because being a Zoomer, he hasn't quite learned to just say, shut the fuck up yet. He takes it very seriously. So you give him an absolute bullshit argument for why he sucks, and then he'll try to actually argue it against you. And then you just sit there and laugh at him. Okay, so we met on a dating app. Anyways, we did a little thing one day, but after that, I got really weird. Pretty much we both hated one another, I think. Or at least too desperate to say we don't want each other. Anyways, it ended in me saying I would pick her up to drive her home 2 hours away. I didn't do that. I just sent $20. I never heard of her again. Congratulations, New Fire. You have successfully argued that you suck. Yeah, plus all of this is just to disprove that you didn't... You're still arguing you didn't date anyone. And I'm saying being bisexual, you have double the odds of anybody else, because you could date a man or a woman, right? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. And you still haven't done it. What the fuck is a trailblazer? Oh, it's a grenade. Damn, it looked like a gun for a second. No, she also sucks. She blocked me like 7 times. Yeah, you have a heavy gun parts blueprint. Come on, pillow. Trash pillow. I mean, if there can be a film reel in the trash, why can't there be a pillow in the trash? Mostly because she thought I was a trans guy. When she found out I wasn't, she hated me. Okay, do you think that, or do you know that, No Fire? Are you just making up for a reason? Are you just making shit up for why it didn't work out with you and the desperate trans girl? We went 2 weeks and she was like, you are a trans guy, right? And I told her no. Go on. Damn it, pillow. Never go on, and then you know, because she said it out loud. She hinted at it. She... Damn it, pillow. She blocked me afterwards. Okay. Maybe she thought you were just lying to her. Okay, maybe you made insinuations, okay? You don't know that it's because of that, and now I'm gonna say it. It now just starts sounding like you're a bit transphobic. And then she came back a week later. Well, did she forgive you for lying? It literally happened a minute after I said no, right? Because she assumed you'd then been lying, right? Like, did you insinuate it? Did you let her believe it? You know, did you? I'm just saying, Navarre, in this specific situation, it seems like you might have let her on, and maybe Navarre, maybe she was right to block you. All I said is I was a Twitter femboy. You use those words. You said I am a Twitter femboy and showed her pics. That is how you date. New pickup line just dropped. Twitter femboy is not a great Riz new fire. Trust me, it works after I show the pics. So let me get this straight, no fire. You try to date people by saying I am a Twitter femboy and then sending dick pics. And this has worked enough that you've never had to learn to do better. Man, I just want the damn pillow. Almost it was already public. What do you want from me? So just so I'm clear, your entire dating strategy has been to go on Twitter, post selfies, and then call yourself a Twitter femboy if anybody asks. That has been your actual stratagem. Yeah, no, it just sounds like what's happening is it sounds like you're reeking of desperation and people are picking up on it and it's a turnoff. You'd have more luck if not everything was public. See, I agree, No Fire. You're not giving the exclusive vibe. Unless you were really popular, and then maybe you could try to go with that. No Fire, that's not true at all. Because you literally... Wait, No Fire, do you not think we remember anything you said in the last 5 minutes?
Security here. Request acknowledged.
Sometimes I feel like you think we don't pay attention to you at all. So you just say something and then like 20 seconds later you forget we remembered it. I don't know a better way to describe it. Well, fuck. I'm so glad I'm not in the modern dating market. Scragger, this doesn't sound interesting to you?
Thanks a lot.
We remember everything he said the past 5 months? Bro, he literally says things and then the next day he'll say something and I'm like, Newfire, didn't you just... He's like, oh fuck. He has like conversation forgetness. I don't even know. Is this like a Zoomer thing where like you just talk yourself up, and then if people actually remember that you were talking yourself up, you're like, oh fuck. No, Newfire is disabled and you're making fun of him. Newfire, would you call yourself disabled? See, here's what I think, chat. I think that Newfire is dumb as shit. I know what you're thinking. No, that can't be true. But hear me out on this. Okay? I've heard some compelling evidence for it. Number one, he's dumb. Number two, he's not very smart. And this concludes all my evidence. One more pillow, man. The Newfire bully stream? Well, it's because he's just so Newfire-y. It's like a Zoomer thing, I swear to God, where like you hype yourself up and then like you don't pay attention that people are actually like paying attention to you hyping yourself up. Okay, the last message I got from this guy scares me. You want to see the message he spams me with? This is after a month of me not talking. I got this message does not win me over. If you flirted with so many men that you forgot who you were even flirting with now? Wow, Guthuk highlighting a gay disabled member of our community and making fun of him publicly like this. Very disappointed. Nefar, are you a disabled gay member of our community? Newfire did not deny that he is a disabled gay member of our community. Also, Newfire's not gay, Aussie. He's bi. As in, he's bi losing the dating scene. See, Newfire doesn't, he's not even old enough to know why that's funny. Nefar, nobody's questioning your message. We're just making fun of you for being unable to find a boyfriend. That's all. Like, we're just saying you suck at dating. There's nothing about believing you or not. It's just that we're saying you suck at dating. I've shown the options are not very good. But Newfire, it's on you to find the good options. Thus far, all you've talked about is how you keep trying to find lonely, gay, desperate men. And I don't know, I feel like if the only people you're attracting are lonely, gay, desperate men, how good a job can you be doing? I mean, at a certain point, I feel like that reflects on you, Newfire. Yes, but no far. What we're also saying is that if your only form of trying to find a boyfriend is flirting with random men on Twitter, then you're still doing a shit job. I feel like this. I feel like this makes sense. Come on, pillow. No pillow. I had so many drawers too. I was really hoping when I saw the 4 drawers, I thought to myself, one of these has got to be the pillow. See, you brag about that, No Fire, but is that really something to brag about? You're like, I post nudes on Twitter and don't even monetize it. That just sounds like I give away my nudes for free because no one will buy them. I mean, when you rephrase it for a second, it turns from a brag into a anti-brag? And why would that even be a brag? Honestly, I think I'm with Aussie on this one. I think New Fire might be the disabled member of our community. See, everyone older than 30 can look at New Fire and just be like, oh, that's why no one young is dating. Dude, I have so many of these and I can't find it. Where is it? Where is my pillow? Okay, come on. There's so many drawers here. There's gotta be a pillow, man. Come on. Come on. Give me a break here, man. No, New Fire, I don't want to hear your excuses. All you are tired excuses. I'd be hella impressed if they stuff a pillow in a kitchen drawer. Okay, smart guy. Where do you put your pillows then? New Fire, are you choosing whether or not to respond to people on the quality of their pickup line instead of the quality of their heart? Maybe this is why you can't find someone. No, Fire, they're asking if you live alone, like, you know, to see your financial situation. Are you not interested in people that are curious about your financial situation? Okay, what if he's looking at how poor you look and just worried? Right, it's more like they're saying, wow, you look really fucking poor. Is that true? I don't know. Is it true, New Fire? Do you look poor? I once got a date by asking what type of dinosaur she wanted to be, but that's just me. What dinosaur did she want to be? Hello. I'm ditching that guy. Ditching him again, chat. I don't even show my face on that app. It's just a picture of Gur. LMAO. I'm not getting kidnapped. Nilfire, you said you were on Twitter, you idiot. Yes! The pillow! Well, I might as well open this one just to make sure. Okay. See, there we go, chat. We make fun of Newfire while looking for pillows, and eventually it works. Now Newfire is just doxing people who try to talk to him. It just keeps getting sadder, chat. 3 hours later? Okay, that's an hour for each pillow. Winning situation, am I right? I mean, come on, Jack, come on. Okay, so we got the pillow. We start leaving now. The pillow is in my safe pocket, so even if they kill me, it won't matter. Newfire, are you suggesting that you're showing Grindr messages? That's just an invasion of privacy. Newfire, you're not cool for being mean to people. He doxes someone, shows up their house, and asks, why don't you date me? Right? Right? Newfire's like, no one I try to date is dateable material. But then, meanwhile, he's just like doxing everybody. Talking about how terrible they are. Honestly, Newfire, have you ever considered that... What the fuck is this? Wait, what is this thing? Newfire, have you ever considered that it's not you, but actually, seriously, it is you? Damn, I thought I could just listen in and ask some good pointers, and the best y'all got is ask them what kind of dinosaur they would want to be. Okay, well, have you considered that a pickup line is just gonna sound stupid anyway, so you might as well make it sound cool? You're like, oh, what pickup line? That's like you're the kind of motherfucker to go to Reddit and be like, you're gonna ask Reddit, you're like, hey Reddit, what is the best way to make a girl want to have sex with me in one sentence? And you're like, damn, there's no password? Okay, now I gotta go farm mushrooms. Okay, alright. Now we're gonna take you, go to the, well, hold on here. Apricot mushroom, okay. So now we're gonna go to the mushroom forest, aka damn battlegrounds. I've never used a pickup line in my life. I thought only people in movies did that, TBH. I mean, yesn't? Never. I'm not saying anything to you. You are an embarrassment to this community. You have the failed dating life of 2 straight members of this community combined. Also, we were making fun of Newfire because he was a terrible boyfriend, right?
This is Tenwen speaking. Raider camps come in all shapes and sizes. If you spot a shanty with mostly corrugated sheets, that's probably one of ours.
He was, quote unquote, totally not dating this Twitter femboy, because apparently, I don't know, they just found each other on Twitter. I don't know why, like, Twitter femboy dating is a thing. Don't ask me, Chad. It's not my culture. It's Newfire's culture. Okay? So anyway, he's like, we're making fun of him and saying that he couldn't find a boyfriend, right? And he was like, that's not true, because it's how he talks, right? He's like, that's not true. I've been messing around with this Twitter femboy. And we were like, oh, when's the last time you've talked to him? And he was like, oh, we've been hanging out for months. And I was like, okay, well, when's the last time you talked to him? He's like, I don't know, it's been like a few weeks. Sentinel firing core. I think that was someone to my left, but I'm gonna just walk past him, chat. At this point, I'm so far in the PvE train that, like, if anyone shoots at me, I'd be legitimately shocked. Okay, we gotta go to the mushroom forest and find, well, mushrooms. So anyway, Newfire got ghosted by his Twitter femboy and didn't even know. And we had to tell him what happened. His exact reply, and I shit you not, was, I don't think he ghosted me. What if he just killed himself? So I really appreciate Newfire's insight into Zoomer culture. Newfire says, no, I ghosted him. Big difference, because it started with me not messaging him for 3 weeks. Mostly because that guy had like four Discord accounts I gave up. He made a new one every week. Newfire, have you considered that he forgot about you? Because he was probably making 4 Discord accounts because he was talking to so many different guys. See, Newfire's ego won't let him admit that he got ghosted and ditched. Sad fire. Is that a raider stash? Hey, aw, damn it. Yeah, exactly. Newfire, you were a side femboy. Let's see. Old battleground. An old first wave battleground where lopsided forts and wrecked arc parts still remain. So, what happened? They defeated the Ark when the Ark was in giant spider bots, and now the Ark is using drones. Is this like a future, like, is this set in the Terminator verse? And this is like, oh, that would be cool. Now that would be interesting, Chad. Imagine they had Ark, and Ark was in a future Terminator verse, right? Where it was like, imagine for a second, they beat the Terminator bots, and then the Terminator bots get replaced with these, like, Arc bots, the drones, right? Now that would be cool. That would bring Terminator into the new age. Although, to be fair, a lot of people don't know this. We have talked about this, but a lot of people don't know this one, Chad. The, Terminators actually mostly fought with drones anyway. The Terminators were the rare ones. They didn't actually use Terminators for the most part. What if everything tied into each other? Okay, Aussie, what if you stop being lame and learn to enjoy things? You ever thought about that? Mushroom, mushroom. Where is a mushroom? Pretty sure they're just making up as they go along. Well, yeah, obviously, but chat, we all know that. We all know that. Where's the fun in that? Actually, you say, actually, and yeah, I think they're just making it up. Oh, wow, really? I mean, imagine for a second, right? Why is the best Christmas movie Die Hard? You know, it's funny. I haven't watched Die Hard all the way through in so long, to the point where I'm not even sure if I ever watched it all the way through. Okay, chat, we got 10 more mushrooms to find. Point out mushrooms to me, chat. Terminator sucks, RoboCop better. Well, that's not true, chat. What did RoboCop... I mean, I guess for the time, RoboCop would have been... interesting. I guess in a modern perspective, RoboCop feels overdone because everybody's done the whole... But what if corporations are evil? But you gotta consider that RoboCop was made in the 80s. You might be saying to yourself, well, is that really such a big deal? Well, yeah, because you have to remember that back in the 80s, everybody would still be following Reaganomics. And in Reaganomics, people would actually believe that trickle-down economics was a real thing, that corporations were beneficial to people and, you know, stuff like that. The whole idea of the job creator class. You guys remember that? No, you don't. You don't, Chad. Stop fucking lying. But there was this real idea back in the 80s that the job creators, if we lowered taxes on the job creators, that they would make more jobs for us. And then the more jobs they make, the more competition they'll have. Blah, 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 blah. But, of course, the reality of the situation is the job creator class doesn't just create jobs, but rather actually tries to delete jobs so that they can make more money. You might be saying to yourself, well, that seems really obvious. But you need to consider that people back in the 80s were really, really, really fucking stupid and elected Reagan. Fucking Reagan. Imagine thinking to yourself, hey guys, what if we elect an actor for president? You might be saying, well, didn't they do that again? Yes. Yes, Republicans did, in fact, do that again with Trump. Because Republicans are really stupid and truly believe that actors have their interests at heart. Don't ask me why. You know, personally, if I expected anyone to lie to me, it would probably be an actor. But, well... Aw, you bitch. How did that shoot me? You spiteful little fuck. Bro, how is it still shooting me? There was that one movie I was watching that keeps making fun of Republicans, and I feel like they don't even try to do it in like an obvious way, so much as they just do it because it's funny. Knives Out, that movie. Well, there's like, how many of them? 3 of them? I watched 2 of them. Maybe I'll watch the first one. I watched the new one because it just happened to be on, right? And then I watched the second one. The second one was so stupid. It was funny, but it's so stupid. It's actually amusing how many people think that by making fun of the billionaire tech bros, they're making fun of liberals. It's probably one of the funniest things that American conservatives have tried to convince themselves that tech bros are actually liberals. Like, bro, have you paid attention in the last, I don't know, ever? Not only are billionaires not liberal, not only are they not conservative, they're whatever the fuck makes them money. And currently, American conservatives make them a shitload of money. Yeah, I know what picture you're thinking of, New Fire, because you get all your news from the Twitter news network, and I know what you're thinking of, and yes, the Republicans have pretty much, in fact, not pretty much, they literally have taken over all news. Literally every source of news they've actually managed to take over. You can basically only get non-Republican leaning news at this point from like Twitter, Instagram. Even Instagram is mostly captured. But the problem is any service that works purely on upvotes and downvotes is extraordinarily heavily liberal leaning right now, due to the fact that Republicans are really not popular right now. Who knew? Hey! See, chat, let that be a lesson to you. Just keep searching and boom! Anvil blueprint right there, chat. Okay, but what about the mushrooms? Because I sure as fuck can't find any. Am I blind? Am I blind, chat? Okay, chat, mushrooms. Mushrooms, chat. Where are the mushrooms? Dude, where the fuck are these mushrooms at, man? Got a water treatment or dome? Bro, I'm at domes! I'm at domes! Okay, you know what? I'm getting out of here, Chad. You know why? Because it's bullshit. Elite Obi, there's... what's the right way to put this? Basically, because Republicans control every source of mainstream news right now, there is a legitimate problem which is that things that are even like observably ridiculously true are still argued now. So, for example, let's say you were to go to Twitter, right? And God damn it. You can, if you have a Google account or anything like that, go to Twitter right now. You can actually check it yourself just to be sure. But if you were to go to Twitter right now and make a new account, it makes you sign up and follow a certain amount of people, right? The people it tries to get you to follow are Donald Trump, Elon Musk. You just go check this yourself, by the way. I think it'll slot in typically one non-conservative to try to give you the illusion of like fairness, but it'll be it'll be like 9 conservatives who are like ridiculously unpopular, and then it'll be like Tim Waltz. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I mean you can. It's amusing to me that they haven't yet just straight up blocked this. By the way, but if you ever actually just look at the likes and dislikes, it'll be like very normal, reasonable, liberal take. 300,000 upvotes. And you'll see like one of those, right? And then immediately following that, it'll be like 17 different conservative opinions with like 7 upvotes. Tim Waltz is no longer seeking re-election. Yeah, I have heard about that. I think a lot of people are getting dismayed that basically all the Republicans need to do is make shit up and then start crying, and Democrats are then expected to immediately drop out to be fair. Like, what the fuck is fair? Bro, I got too many of these things. Okay, silencer 1, whatever, we don't need that. Extended light mag blueprint, we don't need that. I'll keep these 2 because people I think actually want those. Silencer 2, I think, do we keep that? Let's upgrade my pistol. Ugh, we need mechanical components. Upgrade. Upgrade, people. Upgrades. Hopefully I don't die now that I just built myself an Anvil 4. That'd be embarrassing. I'd be real embarrassed by that one, chat. You know, if I'm doing this, we might as well make myself a looting MK2. Damn battlegrounds. Damn the battlegrounds. Okay, so where are the things that give me metal parts? I try to get them all. Yeah, this arc performance shit and stuff. Like anything that gives me metal, I try to get because metal's always in high demand. Not this fucking shit ass plastic though. Fuck off, plastic. Metal's good. We're gonna play Terra Invicta in this channel. Oh boy. I feel like I haven't been asked that in 2, maybe even 3 seconds. You guys do ask about that game a lot. Is it multiplayer? No. You know what, chat? Everyone who's asked me to play Morrowind, finally, you're gonna get what you wanted. Tomorrow, I'm buying and playing for the very first time Barbie Island Horse Adventure. Where did it go? It looks like the port is there. 99% of my chat wants Morrowind. Yeah, and as Ford would say, if he asked what people wanted, they would have said a faster horse. If I listened to what game chat wanted me to play, I would give you guys... I don't know what I would give you guys. Wait, there's only 17 minutes left. What the fuck? Why did they loot these ones? That's weird. They didn't loot the other ones, they only loot these ones. Did you know that Barbie Horse Adventures Riding Camp is a real game? Yes, that's why I said we were playing it. Barbie Horse Adventures Riding Camp. That's what you guys been asking for. That's what I heard. Barbie Horse Adventures! Barbie Horse Adventures! That's all I heard. That is literally all I heard you guys ask for. I'm gonna shoot that guy. Fuck you. I just didn't like that bot. Fuck that bot in particular, chat. Dumbass bot. Did you go to Long Hallway and water treatment spawns mushrooms, the Big Apricot Island, and Red Lakes? Which one's Red Lakes? I don't know which one that is. Go to Spaceport. There's a spot that has 8 to 12 mushrooms around Little Hangar in Spaceport. Am I supposed to be going in domes for mushrooms or water treatment as mushrooms? For the life of me, chat, I cannot find the mushrooms. Le mushroom. Water relay? I've never seen that before. That's odd. Wait, did I grab that? There's a tree on Spaceport that always spawns with mushrooms. Well, that's not what I'm asking about. What about, you guys said water treatment plant has mushrooms? Because I'm here, Chad. I'm not in Spaceport. I'm just trying to find the mushrooms now. Hello.
I don't feel luck.
What?
Even apple supposed to be a mushroom.
You are
Fruit, whatever, but I haven't done anything.
You are cutting out a lot. Heather needs to use.
Pretty parent. Good luck, bro.
Thank you. Water treatment is mushrooms in the long hallway. All right. Long hallway meaning this one, right? You think most players are bloodthirsty in a game like this? I deliberately do not shoot people, so the matchmaking gives me no enemies, chat. For I have no enemies. Did I miss mushrooms down there? I must have missed him. No, I didn't. Is there a time limit per match? Yes, there is. Is that? Oh my god! Ow. Man, I just made that anvil. Shit. I think I got the other guy killed. Yes, I did. I kind of forgot about the Rocketeer, chat. Did I put the mushrooms in? No, I did put them in my safe pocket. We're good. Okay. Alright, done for now, Jack. It's 7 p.m. And I'm tired. Well, not so much tired as I want to go do some other shit. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, everybody. I'm be done. Thank you, Reaper. It did remind me. Thank you, everybody. I'm never tired of you, Scarlet Zephyr. I'm never tired of any of you, chat. You're all great, fantabulous people. Anyway, see you, chat. Bye-bye.